Hello, friends. I'm getting the live broadcast started, making sure it is set up in the right place. Let's see. Let me stand back on the mat. Yeah. Make sure it's okay, good. All right, someone's joining us. Someone should get in. Let's see. Kim, hi Kim. Let's see, I can wave to you. This is so fun, I waved. Oh, hi Jenna. How are y'all doing? So glad you're able to come this morning at 9 a.m. So how are you both doing? I think you can write comments, right? Yay, Jenna says good morning. It is a good morning. I woke up with a headache, but this yoga class is gonna cure me of that quickly. Yay, Sarah Wright is here. Hey, Sarah. Welcome. Do you have your yoga mat out? Are you joining us for class? Hey, Monty. Wow, this is so exciting. I was pretty sure that it was just, I was going to be, doing a live video by myself. You guys are fantastic. Kim says, good morning. Yay. So have you guys been keeping up with your yoga over the past week, even with Libby closed? Yay, Brenna. Hi, Brenna. Welcome. Sarah says she's on her mat. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Sarah, you're an early morning riser today. I have to say I'm usually up at like 6:30 before my Saturday yoga class, but not today. Rolled out of bed maybe 45 minutes ago. Brenna, good morning. So what have you guys been up to this week? I know some of you still been working, some of you healthcare workers. Hats off to Brenna and Jana who've still been going out. Anybody else still having to work this week? We're gonna get started in just a few minutes, guys. Just trying to, yay, Brenna's working. Brenna, I know you work in healthcare, but I think I've forgotten exactly what you do. Ooh, Monty's trying to figure out how to get this on TV. I can't help there. This is my first time ever doing a live video. Thanks, Brenna. She says she's thankful that I'm doing this. I'm glad it's working for you all. I wasn't sure if the live stream would like come through all pixelated or crazy. So Brenna, you're a surgical tech. Wow. So in the hospital, pretty much on the front lines for us. We appreciate you going in. Are you guys, I know Jana told me that supplies are getting really low. I hope that that's not true for those of you in surgery. You work at the Surgery Center of Athens and you're still open, okay. I was, hey Raquel, welcome. This is fun. We're having a class like, getting up there to the size of it could be a typical Saturday morning class at Libby. So exciting. All right, you guys, it is, it's 9:01. So we're gonna do about an hour practice. Let me walk back to my mat and see. Yeah. Ooh, this is interesting because I look at myself and I can still see your comments coming. Brenna says that you're running a limited schedule until supplies run out or we have to send them to the hospital. Got it. Yeah, I was telling Jana this morning that there's a sewing group that I heard about that's forming in Athens for people who are willing to sew like cotton masks. And I have a sewing machine. I don't use it a whole lot, but I'm gonna download the pattern and do my best. It makes me feel like Rosie the Riveter, right? Like we're like pulling together to make some masks. Now I know that these masks are not gonna be hospital grade, but it'll feel good to do something. I think that they could be useful somewhere, maybe even in nursing homes or places like that, that are also running low on masks, or like you all are possibly going to be donating their N95s to the hospitals. All right, let's get started with class. So let's start by sitting on our mats, back on our heels. And let's see, we're going to start with well, first actually let's just settle in. So take a minute, palms face up. You can sit in a different seated position if this isn't comfortable for you, but we're starting here because after settling in for a few breaths, we'll do some mantra and breath work here. So close your eyes if you feel comfortable closing your eyes. Hopefully you're all in your own private spaces of your homes and that feels safe for you. And take a few deep breaths to settle in. Let the shoulders relax away from your ears. Begin to come in to all of the sensations that you see and hear and feel. And when I say see, even notice with your eyes closed, you have a visual field. It's vast and wide and limitless, as if you're looking out at the night sky. Notice the sounds around you. You might be hearing birds or traffic noises. Maybe your neighbors are up early with lawnmowers and weed whackers. Let it all just become a unified field of sound that comes and goes. And so too the sensations in the body perhaps travel through the body. Do a quick scan. Notice the energy in your body this morning. Notice any places of tightness, tension. And as you scan through, try to let all of those sensations resolve into just one cloud of energy. Feel heavy. Feel the weight of the body melting into the earth. And then become aware of the breath. Rise and fall of the chest, and then the air entering and exiting through the nostrils. Feel the face soften and the shoulders drop. And continue to follow the breath. Spine grows tall. And the cycle of breath continues. You don't have to do anything to control it. Just allow yourself to be part of this natural rhythm. And become aware of the energy of this space that you've entered now. How does it feel? Is it calm? Is it open? Is it peaceful? And just remind yourself that no matter what goes on around us in the world, this space is there. You know how to access it. You know how to find it when you need it. A few more breaths here. And then as you're ready, softly open your eyes. Look down at your palms. We will do, let's see, this is the Say Mudra. And it is a gesture that Taoist monks use to release stress and anxiety. So I thought it would be appropriate for us today. So we start on an inhale by bringing our thumbs to the base of the pinky and folding the fingers around the thumbs. And I'm just demonstrating first because I won't be able to get all of these instructions in on one inhale. And then silently to yourself as you hold that breath on the inhale, say Om to yourself 7 times. And then release the fingers, release the thumbs as you exhale. releasing all of your stress, all of your cares and worries. So let's do that together. Inhaling, folding the thumb, folding the fingers, hold the breath silently, Om 7 times. And once you've completed your 7th Om, exhale and release. We'll do that 4 more times. Follow your own breath. Whichever cycle you're on, go ahead and follow it through to completion. You can turn the palms face down when you're done. And then we'll meet forward, rocking the body into a tabletop position, walking the knees back under the hips, lining the wrists up under the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, and move into some cat-cows. Inhale, look up. Exhale, draw the navel to your spine and press away. Inhale, lift the gaze, open across the collarbones. Exhale, navel to spine, tuck everything. Chin tucks, tailbone tucks, press. Follow your breath. A few cycles here. Add in, as you all know how to do, any movements that add to this cat-cow. Maybe you're ready for some lateral side stretches, some twists of the head, moving the spine side to side laterally. Maybe you'd like to deepen the cat-cow by extending back through child's pose and sweeping up into your cow, and then the cat rounds into a child's pose. So it's just a deeper, more expansive version. Waking up the spine this morning. And then as you're ready, knees come back to hip width distance apart. Hands walk 1 palms width distance forward, so a slightly wider stance to prepare for downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and use the strength of the core to lift the hips skyward. Allow the knees to stay bent to honor cold or tight hamstrings this morning. Begin to pedal the heels to create some length. And again, you can twist this out. Head can go from side to side, looking under each opposite armpit. And then as you're ready, find some stillness in the dog. Extend through the spine by pressing the chest towards the thighs and feel the broadening across the back. Patanjali tells us in the Yoga Sutras that yoga is a way of calming the mind. Let's see if I can find the exact quote while you all hold that lovely downward facing dog. Oh, I had it a moment ago. Now I think I've maybe lost it. Well, I think I'll find it again. Here it is. No, I think I lost it. Oh, here it is. I love this one. Yoga is the stilling of the thought waves of the mind. I need that this morning. All right. From your downward dog now, bend the knees, look up between the hands, and a big step up to the top of the mat. Big toes can come to touch or can stay hip width distance apart. And fold forward. Inhale now, hands to the shins, lengthen the spine, half lift, and exhale, fold again. 2 more, just like that. Lengthening the spine on the inhale, stretching the crown long, drawing the shoulders back. And exhale, fold. Last one, stretch, inhale. Exhale, fold deeply. You can bring the hands behind the shins to pull you into the fold. And then this next inhale, come up through that flat spine and then continue all the way up. Mountain pose, turn the palms out, shoulders melt down from the ears, feel your body gently rock. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gather the space, palms to touch. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift as you inhale. This time on the exhale, moving into the sun salutations, plant the hands, step back, find your plank pose. Hold this first time through. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists, spread those fingers wide again, feel the body tight and strong, building strength and energy in the core. And this first time through, everybody, let's drop to the knees. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees, holding here for a push-up prep, strength building in the upper body. Then on your inhale, cobra pose. Drop the hips down, drop the thighs to the ground, hug the elbows in alongside the body. Gentle back bend, spine strengthener. Exhale, press into the ground, come up through your tabletop position. Tuck the back toes and extend the hips high, downward facing dog. Holding for 3 breaths. We settle in here. It's our home base posture. One more inhale. Then as we exhale, all the breath, look up between the hands, step up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. On the inhale, root down through the feet. Reverse the swan dive as you rise up, arcing back for a gentle back bend if you'd like. Exhale, third eye, heart center. One more, like that. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, hands plant, plank pose. On the same exhale, knees lower, elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, cobra pose, hips drop down, elbows hug in. Exhale, table to downward facing dog, moving with the breath. 3 breaths. So on our next sun salutation, I'll be moving through the full chaturanga variation. Feel free to stay with knees lowered if you'd like. It's your practice. Exhale, bend the knees, look up, step, or perhaps hop to the top of the mat. Half lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up like you're coming out of the water, arcing back. Exhale, heart center. Sun salutation, round 3. Inhale. Gazing up, exhale, hinge forward, draw the navel in as you fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plank. If you're joining me in the full chaturanga push-up, shift the shoulders over the wrists and lower to 90 degrees with the elbows, knees up. Inhale now, upward dog, hips and thighs lifted off the ground. Exhale, roll over the toes. Strength of the core draws you into downward facing dog. Breathe. So that's our vinyasa sequence. You choose your path or choose to skip that path and step straight back to downward dog at any time in the practice. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or hop up. Half lift, inhale. Fold as you you exhale. Moving on now, sun B flow. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. Look up between the hands, knit the ribs in, core in, strong legs sit lower. Yes. Feeling that heat. I always have a craving for heat on Saturday mornings, right? For energy. Today my intention is to send that energy into the world, that it be healing energy, that it be positive energy. Let's build this heat for good. Exhale now, hinge forward, bowing down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, move through your vinyasa sequence, stepping back, finding your way through push-up. And then your back bend, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling either through table or straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale now, sweep the right leg up, 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 up. Exhale, let's take a moment to draw the knee to the nose, rounding the spine, building that strength in the core we need to draw the leg all the way through eventually. Inhale, right leg lifts. Little core strengthening here. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Hold and pause. Inhale, extend. You know what's coming. Cross that knee under the body now. Hold at the left elbow. Inhale, straighten, three-legged, lift higher. Exhale, step all the way through. Spin the back foot to 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior one, rise up. Hold here. Building our alignment this first time through. So we know in warrior one, we try to square off our hips. So I need to always tug that right hip back, push the left hip forward, find that alignment, square the shoulders, arms up. Opposition of energy here, rooting up and reaching, and also rooting down and grounding. On the exhale, let's open from here into warrior two. That's a modified sun B flow, not just the traditional warrior one only. So in warrior two, we open that back foot now, square off the hips to the side wall, extend the arms long for a wingspan, gaze over the front middle fingers. Open the right knee so that the big toe is visible, and sink into the lunge. Here we go. Inhale, stay in the lunge as you reverse the warrior. Side body stretch, reaching that right arm long. On the exhale, cartwheel the hands down, plant, stepping back, shift the shoulders over the wrists, and move through your vinyasa flow. Meeting in downward dog. Other side now. Inhale, left leg up, 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 up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Draw it in, touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left elbow, holding here. Feeling that core burn. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Hold, hold. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach up. Point the toe. Exhale, step through. Back foot spins to 45 degrees. Warrior one as you rise. Pausing for a moment here. Finding the square alignment in the hips. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Isometric contraction as the inner thighs pull towards one another. Arms up. Energy through the outer edge of the back foot and the ball of the front foot. Breathe. Ujjayi pranayama is glorious. Constricting the throat and creating that nice audible oceanic sound. On an exhale now, warrior two, open. Back foot spins, and it might even need to step back just an inch or two for a nice wide stance. Find that big toe to the inside of the knee. Draw that left knee open a little wider. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, reach up. Gaze up, stay committed to the lunge. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Flow through your vinyasa. So we'll take that Sun-B flow one more time, all the way through, breath to movement. Three breaths here. Downward dog, welcome home. Exhale, bend the knees, look up, step or hop up. Half lift as you inhale, navel draws in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hinge. Let's move with breath, let it be a dance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, vinyasa flow. Your back bend. Downward dog. Inhale, right toes up, up, up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right elbow. Three-legged as you inhale. Exhale, knee to the left elbow, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step through, warrior one legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back, and flow through, or meet us in downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, knee to the nose. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, left elbow, shift the hips down here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, under the body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step through, warrior one as you inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, cartwheel down, flow through. All right, I think I said that was the last time, but I've changed my mind. Let's do that all one more time, but take a rest here, take a pause. Inhale. As you exhale, look or gaze up and hop. Half lift. Fold low. All right, I'm only calling the breath now. Let this be your own moving meditation. Inhale. Exhale. Half lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Knee to the nose. Inhale. Right elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, knee in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Step through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a vinyasa or meet in downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Home again. One more inhale here. Exhale now, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or hop up. Half lift as we inhale. Exhale, fold. Changing it up now, adding on. Inhale, chair pose, hold your chair. All right, my friends, my theme of the day is prayer poses. I think we all, in whatever way we want to send prayers out into the world, I think this is a good pose in which to do it. So on an exhale, prayer twist to the right, hands to the heart, shift forward, then left elbow to the outside of that right knee and hold. Breathing into it. All right, let's have a little fun here. If you've come to my Saturday morning class, every now and then I get this crazy idea to do this balancing thing where we move from prayer twist here to prayer twist from crescent warrior legs. So shift the weight into that right foot, look down at your feet, begin to pick that left foot up, and with one big step back. Nice work, everyone. I saw you do that. Without losing the prayer twist, we find ourselves in a lunge twist. Open the arms and fly if you'd like. Those left fingertips come to touch the ground. The right arm reaches high, deepening the twist. And then on your inhale, crescent warrior, rise up. Lovely, lovely, lovely work. Breathing in crescent warrior now. Settling in. One more inhale. And exhale, let's find warrior two. We've been here before, so the body knows exactly what to do. Inhale now, let's reverse triangle. Straighten the leg, reach that right arm long. And on an exhale, find triangle pose. Reach that right arm forward, left hip kicks back. Hold the torso exactly where it is when the arm can't reach any further. And simply shift the arm down, and the left arm reaches directly above it, creating one parallel line from the point of 12 to the point of 6 on the clock. Wrist stacked over shoulder, over wrist. Inner thighs draw towards one another. Exhale now as you hold the arms, look down at the toes, bend into the front leg. We're moving into half moon. So let that left arm drop to the hip. Begin to walk the left toes in. Now we usually do this in class with a block, but let's try it even without a block. Put those fingertips on the ground, perhaps tenting the fingers, and then begin to lift that back leg, then open the hips. Open the shoulders. So we're trying to restack the joints and find triangle alignment here. Gazing straight ahead of you or even down at the foot for balance. And if you're ready, extend that left arm high. Flex the back foot to help the legs stay strong and keep you engaged and balanced. Final challenge is to lift the gaze up towards those left fingertips. Nice work, everyone. Hold here for a few more glorious breaths. See if you can stack those joints just a little further. And then the exhale is a release down to standing splits. So let that left arm drop. Extend that left leg high. Point the toe, reach up, up, up. Perhaps walk the hands back to frame the heel. Forehead tucks in to or towards the knee. Exhale as we Jiva squat. Chamber that left knee behind the right, tuck down, and we'll move through 2 pulses through that. So inhale, standing splits, point and reach. Exhale, chamber the leg, Jiva squat. One more time. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, Jiva squat and hold. Let's do a balance challenge here. Can we come to prayer hands? Prayer is our theme. Prayer hands in our Jiva squat. It's not easy, but it's a joy. Lower the hands down now. And now, because you worked so hard, drop yourselves down to the ground. And guess where you are? Seated twist. So the right hand comes behind you at the base of the spine. Inhale, sweep the left arm high. Exhale, seated twist. Gaze right. Twisting it out. Taking a moment of rest on the ground. So So use these breaths to restore. Come back to your connection with the earth. Unwind and take a counter twist on the other side. And then bring yourself forward, shifting back and simply closing those legs into a forward fold. Very nice. Let's take a moment to pause between sides here. So toe heel those feet out, hip width distance apart. Let's find a moment in a ragdoll. Rest the chest on the thighs. Hang and sway the torso. Loose fists can rest in elbow creases to allow the body to sway. And then drop it all down. Let's take a moment in hands to feet pose. So walk those hands under the feet so that the toes are tickling those wrist creases. And now draw the body down using the strength of the biceps. And begin to draw the legs towards straight. Feeling the stretch in the legs. Stretch in the lower back. Nice work, everybody. Now release the hands. Toe heel the feet back together. Inhale, here we go, chair pose. You know what's coming. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Hold here. First, enjoying that prayer twist with these two legs firmly planted on the ground. Root down through them, especially through that left foot, finding energy in all four corners of the foot. Gaze down at the feet. Now it's the right foot that gently lifts and steps back, finding your lunge twist. Holding here, twist from the core. And if you'd like, open the arms now and fly. Left fingertips up, right fingertips down. Gazing up. Steady balance comes from steady breath. On your next inhale, crescent warrior, reach both arms up, 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 up. Inhale here, and exhale, warrior two, sink low. Let it feel like arriving back to a nice familiar place. Inhale, reversing your triangle, reach that arm high. Exhale, now triangle pose, left arm reaches forward, right hip kicks back. Hold for a moment, both to build the alignment and some core strength. Then simply drop that arm down, extend the right arm over. Gaze up, and draw the inner thighs towards one another. Now, of course, at any time when I say gaze up, if that puts any strain on your neck, then ignore me. Always follow the cues of your own body. They have precedence over anything I say. Moving from triangle pose into half moon. So begin to bend into the left knee, look down, let the right hand come to the right hip, and begin to walk the right foot forward, hinging down so that those fingertips can come about a foot in front of the left toes, maybe 6 inches over to the left, and then begin to launch into the left leg, lifting the right, squaring off the hips, stack the shoulders, flex the back foot, finally extending the arm up, maybe gazing up, maybe not, maybe falling, maybe laughing. It's all okay. Hold, hold, hold. Then as you exhale, standing splits. Square off the pose to the ground. Walk the hands back to frame the heel, forehead towards the knee, point the toes, lift up, up, up. It doesn't matter how high you go. The It matters the intention you put into it. And then exhale, Jiva squat. Chamber that right leg behind the right. Lift the torso slightly. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, Jiva squat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Jiva squat. This time, hold prayer hands if you like. We're not here for long, and you know the sweet feeling of being back on the earth that's coming, so hang in there with me. 1 more breath. Then release the hands and very gently lower the body to the earth. Left hand at the base of the spine for support. Inhale, sweep the right arm up, and exhale, twist open, left side. On this twist, let every inhale draw you taller through the spine, and the exhales give you the opportunity to deepen into the twist. Release around to the right for a nice counter twist. And then walk yourself back to the center, rock the body forward to find a forward fold. This time, toes pose. Walk the feet out, hip width distance apart. Find your peace fingers, wrap them around those big toes. Inhale, find length, flat back. Exhale, draw yourself into the fold. Let the elbows come out to the side. Tuck the chin, tuck the forehead. Legs towards straight. Breathing. And then release. Big toes can come back to touch. All right, our final push here, eagle pose. Inhale, chair. Exhale, sweep that right arm under the right for that single wrap at the elbows and then a double wrap at the wrists if you find it, and then lower the hands down. Now remember, if the double wrap doesn't happen, you can clasp the wrist, no problem. Then lift the right leg up, right thigh wraps over the left. Foot tucks back behind the shin if it makes it there. If not, no problem. And sit lower and squeeze. This pose is wonderful for the body. I also think of it as an offering. Just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. When you have these prayer hands, all the energy where you want it to go, to you, to the world. Beautiful. Let's release into flying eagle. So first release the legs, hinge forward. It's like airplane with eagle arms. And then release those arms into airplane. And then stand up. Nice work. Mountain pose, straight legs. Go inward. You're ready for the other side of eagle. Inhale, find your chair pose. Sit low. Left arm now sweeps under the right. Finding that single and then the double wrap, and then draw the elbows down. Perhaps the fingertips come below the nose. Maybe, maybe not, right? That's always the way it is. Left leg lifts. Wrap the left thighs. Foot under the shin if it finds its way there, and sit into it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So we're trying to squeeze out all of the air. Squeezing again, squeezing away any stress, squeezing away any anxiety, squeezing out prayer and healing and health. Everybody who needs it. Release the legs first. Coming into flying eagle, hinge the body forward, extend that leg behind you, energy up through the ball of the foot for balance. And now release into airplane arms. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open across the chest. Lovely release here. On an inhale, stand. Nice work, my friends. Settle in. Feel the prana in the body. Celebrate any shifts you've created for yourself so far in our practice. And now we move through one more vinyasa just to take things down, moving towards a lovely sleeping pigeon pose for the hips. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Fold down. Half lift as you inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your downward dog, or if you're craving one more vinyasa, move through your push-up. Then your back bend, upward dog or cobra, and meet in downward facing dog. So for pigeon pose now, let's inhale that right leg up, 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 up. Hold here for a moment, bend the knee and open the hip, just to get that hip lubricated and ready. Circle the knee. Few times one way and then change directions. Then re-extend through three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee in and set it down to the outside of the right wrist, letting the foot angle across towards that left hip. Or maybe your shin is parallel towards the top of the mat. For me, that's going to happen in my next lifetime, not now. And sit tall. Gaze behind you, make sure that leg is straight. Perhaps walk that left knee back a few more inches. If you have a pillow or a blanket, you can always put it under the right hip for support. We find openness across the chest. And then exhale, fold low, coming into your version of sleeping pigeon. That might be with your forearms on the ground or the arms extended straight. Forehead might come to rest on the ground. And we settle in here, feeling the breath settle, feeling the body settle. Gravity allows us to sink into the pose. No need to push or force it. And you all know that if your knee gets to be achy or painful in this pose, we don't want that at all. We don't want this pose to compromise the knee. So if that's the case, then roll over to your back and take a one-legged happy baby as an alternative to this pose. Stay in the body, stay in the breath. Sometimes it's the poses that bring us into stillness that can create the biggest challenge for the mind, that the mind tries to escape by already moving into planning mode or rumination mode or worry mode. Don't allow it to go there. Just kindly and gently turn away from those thoughts. Come back into the feeling of the breath, the feeling in the hips. Few more breaths here. Give yourself permission to sink a little deeper. And then as you find your next inhale, begin to walk the hands back up under the shoulders and walk them all the way into the hips so we can come through the upright version, gentle back bend here. And now walk the hands forward again under the shoulders, retuck the back toes, and draw that right leg up into a three-legged dog. Shake it all loose. Do a few little kicks or whatever feels good to let the fresh blood flow back into that joint. You can walk your dog a few times. Preparing now for sleeping pigeon with the left leg. So on an inhale, find your three-legged dog. Hold here. Bend the knee and open the hip. Circling out the knee. A few times in one direction and then change. And then bring that leg back to straight. Exhale, draw the knee through and set it down to the outside of that left wrist. Walk the right leg back. And walk the body tall. Again, settle, make sure that that right knee is back as far as it can go, that the leg is straight. Support under the left hip if you need it. And then begin to walk the body forward. And you all know the drill, that the hips are a place of a lot of physical and emotional tension. And the two, of course, are very intertwined. So we probably all need to give some extra love to our hips right now. And the birds are singing to me as I hold this pose. I don't know if you all can hear them. Last few breaths here. Sink deeper. Tell your hips it's okay, it's safe for you to just find a bit more depth. They can release. They can trust you. And then as you inhale, begin to walk yourself back up. Frame the hips. Open the heart. And walk the hands forward and come up again into your three-legged dog. Last one. Lovely release here. Shake it all loose. And lower the leg and pedal out the feet. Push back into your last downward dog. Celebrate the opening in the legs. Chest draws towards the thighs. The hips lift. Such glorious length in the spine. One more inhale. Fill up. Big sip. And as you exhale, drop the knees down to the ground. The sweet feeling of that earth behind you. Shift the hips back over the heels. Sit up. Where we began in the beginning of class, palms up. Take a moment simply to breathe. Let's do 2 rounds of the mudra that we took in the beginning of class. So as we inhale, thumbs to the pinky, base of the pinky, fingers wrap around the thumbs, we hold the breath and Om 7 times silently to ourselves. As we exhale, we release the clasp of the fingers and the thumb, releasing all the tension and the stress. 2 more times on your own. Om 7 times as you hold the breath silently. As you exhale, you let it all go. Finish the cycle that you're on now. And when that's complete, Shift your hips off to one side, swing the legs around, and walk yourself up. So you're at the top of the mat. Let's do one forward fold, moving the flesh back away from the sitting bones. Inhale, reach tall, and exhale, hinge over your legs. Letting the forward bend cool us down, reminding us that the heavy lifting of class is over. It's time to feel at ease. It's time to go inward. Inhale, come up. Draw the hands straight out in front of you. And on an exhale, very slowly unwind. Coming down to the ground. And when the head and shoulders reach the ground, extend those arms long. Point the toes and shift the shoulders, shift the hips. Release the arms now alongside the body. Walk the feet in hip width distance apart. Coming into bridge pose, so draw the feet in close enough to the glutes that you can just tickle the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Press down into the feet and lift the hips up. Walk the shoulder blades underneath you, creating a nice shelf and perhaps finding a clasp with the hands. Just a nice release for the back. Not clenching the glutes, but driving the pose through the heels. Breathing the chest up towards the chin rather than tucking the chin into the chest. If you'd like to add a leg stretch here, you can send the energy down into the left heel and lift the right leg, point the toes up to the ceiling. And then bend that knee and lower it down, other side. The left leg lifts and points. Exhale, lower. One more time, lift the hips up just a little higher. And then exhale, release the hands and very slowly lower the hips back down to the ground. Let's take Supta Baddha Konasana as a release. So soles of the feet come to touch, knees fall out, palms up. And then draw the legs back up to that bridge position. Just one more nice stretch for the glutes. Draw the left knee in first, it doesn't matter. And cross that heel to the top of the knee. We're taking thread the needle or figure four. So reach around with that right arm and the left arm comes through the figure four opening. Find the back of the thigh or the front of the shins. Draw everything in. Stretch out the hips and the glute. Not too long here today. And go ahead and release and change sides. Draw the right knee in, cross the ankle over the left knee and find your stretch. Right arm through the opening, left arm meets it on the other side. Now draw both knees into the body and give yourself a big hug. Wrap the forearms around the shins. Reach for opposite elbows and press the lower back into the ground. Rock from side to side. Get a nice massage of the spine. And then roll up into a little ball. Draw the forehead up to meet the knees. Gratitude pose. I'm so grateful for each of you for joining me in practice this morning. I'm so grateful to our Let It Be community. And I'm grateful to technology for allowing us to bridge the gaps right now. So much love and healing energy for the world that we can generate together. As we exhale now, release the arms, release the legs. Let's come into our peak posture, Shavasana. Lying on the back. Let the arms and legs fall open away from the body. Let the palms face up. Let the breath return to its natural rhythm. No need to control anything anymore. Not the thoughts, not the effort, not the breath. Simply give yourself over to peace and tranquility and restoration. I'll rejoin you in about 5 minutes. My neighborhood dogs dogs are telling us that it's time to return to the feeling of the breath and to begin to reawaken the body with some gentle movements. You can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rock the head from side to side. Re-extend the arms and the toes and get a nice full body stretch. And wiggle the hips and wiggle the shoulders. And then draw the knees into the body. Take a few gentle rocks from side to side. And then decide which way you'd like to fall and roll over to your favorite side. Cradle the head on the bottom arm like a pillow. Just a few breaths here of transition. And then press to the top arm to return to your mat. If you have a blanket, you come to sit on it. An invitation to join your hands at heart center. And now to take one Om out loud together. So we'll exhale all the breath and then inhale to Om. Inhale the hands up to the third eye, bowing forward. May you all be well. May all beings everywhere be well. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I could feel you. I could sense you. I love you all. Take care. I'm going to come up now and see if there's any comments that I missed. If anybody wants to stay on and chat for a moment, that's fine too. Let's see. Oh, we had a bunch of people joining us at various points. Kelly, Maggie, Malia. Hi guys. Oh, Brenna, thank you. I'm so glad you were able to practice with me today. Namaste, Kim. Lovely practicing with you. Thank you for being here. Yay, Moni. Thank you. I'm glad you stayed all the way to the end. Thank you, Sarah. I loved practicing with you all. We'll have to take another walk sometime soon in the botanical gardens or somewhere. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. All right, hope to talk to you all soon. Let's see, I don't even know how to sign out of this thing. Oh, there's a finish button. So this was our first Facebook Live. Let's try it again sometime. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.